or something, just chime in.
Oh, don't worry. I will.
Alright, welcome everybody. First race of warm-up for Season 10. Just going to go over a couple of the race rules, starting procedure, and all that kind of stuff. First off, pit lane stuff. Call your exits and entrance, please, at all times during qualifying and in the race. The exit procedure, we decided to go all the way around the loop in T1 and don't enter the track until you hit the dashed lines. Track limitations, this pretty much goes for all racing. We require that you have 2 wheels on the tarmac at all times. If you do happen to have any racing incidents where you end up off track, make sure that you check your mirrors and make sure that there's nobody coming on the racing line before you re-enter. Just be careful that you don't make any contact coming back on track. Starting procedure is going to be exactly the same as what we just practiced. So once we get on the grid, we'll let the lights pass, and then we'll go off single file, 50 miles an hour, 80 kph, until we hit the last corner. As soon as we come back on the oval, line up double file, and it'll be odds on the left and evens on the right. Whoever takes first position in qualifying is going to call the start, so just remember to prompt the grid, all cars, about 100 yards before the start finish, and then everybody's racing on green, green, green. There is no forced pit for this race, so if you would like, you can take it all the way to the end without pitting. Otherwise, you're in control of pit lane stuff, so just make sure you have everything set up before. Also, Bullet mentioned something before, which is that once we do get into qualifying, remember to load your pit strategy because it'll go to default every time you start a new surfer.
We're able to load the pit strategy from the race ready menu, correct?
Yep.
All right, cool.
I recommend when we're at that menu before the race starts, where you ready up, to just go ahead, go to tuning setup and load your setup just to make sure it loads and take all your fuel and stuff like that. Sometimes I've found it doesn't give you your setup automatically.
Static, did you say something about the entry to the pits? Do you want to go down to the apron if you're entering the pits instead of dive bombing in?
Yeah, I would say, you know, at your discretion, go a little bit earlier than you think you should, just so you don't end up like in a situation where you have to slam on your brakes and possibly crash yourself somehow. So just move down the apron a little bit earlier than you think, and if you do happen to have somebody behind you while that's going on, make sure that you call that you're going into pit lane.
Absolutely.
So, nobody's surprised.
Just be careful, because dipping down off the apron can catch your car and chuck you right around.
When you go off of the the camber crossing the apron, your car can get real squirrely if you're going too fast, so just be careful.
Yeah, I feel like with that, I feel like we should decide whether you're gonna just start for the banking to go into the pits, or because like you said, it's a little sketchy if you're gonna come down off the banking like mid corner.
Yeah, you can still go more dangerous. You can still maintain if you hug the white line and use some of that camber. You could still go pretty fast around the apron, just you don't have to deal with the shock of jumping down off the apron mid-corner.
Yep.
Well, let's just call that then. If you go into pit lane, get down on the apron before you go into the banking.
Yeah, I think that's a safer bet.
Alright, TeamSpeak stuff, we pretty much keep a pretty relaxed policy generally. We do like everybody to communicate during the race. It does help, you know, if you want to make calls when you're right next to somebody, that's perfectly fine. Just don't go overboard with it. Race essential information only, please, during the race, and in qualifying, keep it as quiet as possible so people can concentrate. Otherwise, though, you're more than welcome to, you know, broadcast what you need to, essentially. This is just a warm-up race, too, so, you know, have as much fun as possible. Try not to have any incidents during the pace lap. We do have full damage on, so it totally sucks if you take damage before the race even starts. As far as the start goes, last one was perfect. Let's just try to repeat that. Be real careful in turn 1. There's no reason to get into any huge tussles before we've barely started the race, because it is going to be a long race. Is there anything else major that I'm missing?
I got a question or something. Even though penalties are off, if you speed in pit row, you could still receive a penalty, correct? I just want to warn everybody. Make sure you.
Yeah, penalties are off, but I think I'll just say this outright for the entire season. We're going to we've always been a self-reinforcing league, which means that we're not going to allow the game to take over decisions. So basically, it's always up to you to race fairly. So when you're in pit lane, use your pit limiter at all times. You know, don't be speeding, because we're not going to give you a penalty. I don't know if the game's going to do so.
I think the game does it. Gives you 2-position penalty.
During practice there, I was testing that, and you can go full speed out of the pits, and it doesn't give you a penalty. So
did you test it qualifying now?
When you have rolls off, I think that's the case. But it's neither here nor there. Just, you know.
Don't do it.
Yeah, so white line to white line, pit limiter, entering the pits, exiting. You know the deal. We're all fair here, so.
Yeah, I just wanted to warn people in case that option does happen and they get a 2-position penalty. That's the way it goes.
These are things we'll probably learn a little bit more about as we do a few more warm-up races, so hopefully everything goes well tonight. One more thing, if there are situations where you end up lapping other people, don't be shy about calling blue flags. The game does not do it, so if you are lapping somebody and you want to make them aware, that is appreciated, so that they don't end up in a awkward situation. When you are the car in front that's slower, you're not required to actively change anything you're doing. Just continue on your racing line. The car behind you is always responsible to pass you, so just you can help the situation along if you'd like to, but you're not required to respond otherwise. It's just a cautionary measure.
Yeah, just be predictable. Don't change your line in the braking zone or something like that.
Especially on the oval too. Just stay on your line. It's the safest thing to do in most cases. All right. Is there anything else? Anybody have any questions?
I have one thing. You guys ready to have some fun?
Well, welcome to Project Cars 2.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah. We'll be going straight to 20-minute call. So, good luck, everybody.
Good luck. Yeah, so as heard from no, not really. Corvette and the Aston Martin is actually slower than other cars on this track. Yeah. I'm just going to drive the Aston Martin for fun.
Fisker, don't be scared to spin out somewhere. For sure. Yeah. Hope those Ferrari brakes are working well.
So I'm going to tune the car a bit before I actually go on to the track. Actually, did not prepare for this at all.
It still would be cool if they implemented a red light thing at the end of the pit lane, so everyone sort of gets a chance to take fuel out. And you're sitting at the end of the pit lane waiting.
No idea about tire pressure.
I'm so happy this game is good.
I know, right?
I know, we were doubting it so hard.
Well, how could you not?
Yeah. Definitely justified doubt.
So some of these settings are actually from a setup
Bullet,
that
you
I
seem to
stole
be in a
from
hurry.
the leaderboard. I mean,
No, Joe,
it's
wrong empathize.
way too unfair if I use the completely
you.
same thing, so I just use a portion of it.
Hey, does the road going for GTE have that bar, those two bars on the windshield as well?
What?
The two bars in the windshield in the Ford GTE, does the road going version have it?
No.
No, it's there to keep the plexi windscreen from caving in.
Yes. Flexi.
See how it goes. I didn't expect it to be a night. Exiting pits. So much lava. Yeah, I'm running with way too low
Take this pole. Come on, you can do
final
it.
drive to get it off of the. Yeah, this is too much. I need to. So are we going to have a full night race or is only part night? Okay. Full night race, that's going to be exciting. Exiting pits.
pits.
Exiting pits.
In nighttime, you really can't see the track, though. That's why sometimes I just
Leaving pits.
unintentionally cut that chicane. Hitting the wall somehow. Into reaching into this place. This is a light race.
Even if it's
Yeah, I'm wearing the 2017 2.4-hour Le Mans livery. Exiting pits.
Exiting pits.
Me too.
Exiting pit.
Exit pit.
Exiting pits.
car wasn't very fast.
Exiting pits.
Turn 1, thank you.
Leaving pits.
Sorry.
Very off pace indeed.
Coming into turn 1, Mac.
Hold on. A few am I wrong? 20 liter. Exiting pits.
2 on front straight.
Expert.
Problem 1.
Thank you. Front straight.
Pits.
Spin, turn 1. Sorry.
No problem, Mac.
Leaving pits.
Exiting pitch. Yeah, I expected some slips from help from Scott, but we just
seconds.
see if I can make it to 12th position. 0.4 seconds isn't a very big gap, Nope. Still not a 0.5 second away.
Nice time,
So let's qualify.
113. That's ridiculous.
I thought it was possible.
I can see a trend following through from
No,
in the past.
Let's
It's
talk
just
after
1
the race.
second away. It's going to
It's
be
the kid.
fun.
Alrighty.
I got
gonna
really
move
lucky
this
on the
forward.
last turn somehow. Gave me like a 10th.
Let's see.
Alright, check your pitch strategies, make sure they're selected, load your tuning setup, all that.
Does your guys' PSI look higher than the previous sessions?
Yeah, it's because the tires are warmed.
This is gonna feel like it's gonna last forever, this race.
Nah, it's not gonna be that bad.
I haven't done a long race in a long time.
Let me do my pit strategy a bit. I'll finish it very soon.
No problem. Reminder, when we do get on the grid, please stand still, let the lights pass by, and allow the number 1, which will be Fiskerton, to lead the grid.
So we are doing standing.
No, we're doing rolling.
No, we will be doing a rolling start.
It's Martin.
And you know the deal.
Ready?
Yep.
I just noticed something. The little symbol in the top right, where you can click to view the track, that's small sport.
Yeah.
Yet it's not in the game.
Illuminati confirmed.
Like, I know that track.
Yeah, Mossport will be a pretty fun addition, I say. It's a very high-speed track.
That's my home track. It's like 5-minute drive from here. Half an hour drive from here.
Yeah, same for my house.
It's a interesting track.
Yeah, it's just like Willow Springs, but longer. It's also a very old track.
Yeah, it's an old school track.
When Spark's ready, I'll ready up and we can go forward.
Where are we going? Please
Somebody
be careful on the
disappeared in
face
front of
line
me.
as well.
Number 3 driver just disappeared.
Yeah, he's still in the pits.
Yeah, because I didn't ready up. It kicked me.
So I guess we have to remember our positions.
Take a screenshot of the position.
That was the timer, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was waiting for Spark and I didn't.
Well, I guess we're gonna practice the redos, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
We don't want to do this, but
I don't want to do this without no, man. It's a fucking long race. Yeah.
It's fine.
Take a
Just
screenshot.
notice how the
Alright,
color actually still says sprint on it.
Yeah, take a screenshot, but I can only see. Oh wait.
Everybody remember their positions.
There we go.
Do we left the session now?
Hold on. Just hold on 1 second.
Compost again.
This is what practice races are for.
Yeah, now nobody will forget about that timer.
Yeah, if you don't ready up, it tires you.
Yeah, also don't wait for the next guy because it's up to them to ready up before the timer runs out. Because it won't go until everyone's ready up anyway.
Alright, everybody out.
My bad.
I just noticed that the
It's a good,
time tower on the track actually still shows sprint.
Holy shit, I lost 40 points.
Yeah, same.
By leaving that race.
Same here.
It's alright.
And you'll never get them back either.
They're gone.
I couldn't care less about the license rating.
I should have waited for you guys to all exit first.
So someone explain to me, the number is what?
The letter is your safety rating, the number is your skill, and the
color.
The color is like your seniority, like how long you spent in the game.
Okay, so the lower the letter, or the
higher the letter, it goes U, F, E, D, C, B, A, S.
Okay.
The lower the number is bad.
Yeah, it goes 100 to 5,000, I think.
Yep. If you see a U100, run away.
I'm pissed. I just lost fucking 40 points.
Doesn't really matter.
Still.
Alright, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna shut qualifying off completely. So what's gonna happen is when we get in there, make sure you go through the whole, load your setup, do your pit strategy real quick, and then everybody ready up. When we get on the grid, hold on the lights, everybody move off to your perspective side to leave a lane down the center, and I will manually call out the positions. as you're called, just slowly go down the center lane and follow the first car, and we'll do the pace lap as normal. Once we get into the process, though, keep the chatter to 0, and then we'll get it done real quick.
Roger.
All right, server is back up.
See if I'm showing static energy or. Yep, that's top secret document. Can't let you see it.
I just had a flashback in Type Season 7.
Oh. Oh, it's UCB Gaming on the chat.
Did you even race that season?
It sounds familiar.
I think that's golf, Formula Golf, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, we're missing getting all the practice in tonight. We're missing Snoop.
1 second.
We're good.
It's a good thing to know, actually.
We're also missing 118.
Yep, and
I'm coming.
Gio's here.
Is that everybody?
Is it? 1, 2.
I think we had 14, right? Whoever's not in the server, say aye.
Aye? No, you're good. Kidding.
Alrighty.
It was 14.
So yeah, I won't be able to read the chats today since I didn't bring my laptop downstairs.
Yo, anybody notice that the the vehicle record just went up to bullets 115.6?
Yep.
Oh, so it's mounted from the race?
He's got all the records.
Mine shows O Big O at 114.
Yeah, mine says Big O too.
Yeah, same with me.
That's because he's in the Ferrari and you guys are in the GT.
That's right. Good call.
Alright, same thing. Tuning setup, pit strategy.
Check the setup. So good.
I'll be the first to be ready this time.
I love how it gives you the option to wait till everyone's ready, but it still disqualifies you if you take too much time.
I blame Spark.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Snoop's the last one.
No, it's Gio.
Oh, not me.
For real? Oh shit. Okay.
Get ready before they disqualifies you.
Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Keep your eye on the light. Easy with the right foot. Let's nail this.
Everybody stay on the lights. As soon as the lights pass, just move to the left and right. Make a lane down the center.
Don't hit each other or anybody.
Alright, first is Fiskerton, then Bullet, Sinister.
No, Vincent.
Yep.
Okay, Stocky, WRX, Scott, me, Mech Zero, Flying Spark, Snoop, Geo Snipes, 118, and for some reason I don't have Jess on here, but
I think she was at the back.
Okay, Jess, you're in the last grid position. Same as the practice that we did, 50 miles an hour, 80 kph, single file until we get into the oval. and then odds on the left, evens on the right.
That fucking potential time thing on the left keeps coming on. It's annoying because it takes up so much screen space. You guys get that? Like the traction last. Yeah, I know, but I keep turning it off and it keeps going back.
There's a little procedure you have to do to make that work, right?
No, it's on light, and like when I click on it, it says off, and then I have to cycle back through all the options. That's not a big deal, just annoying.
Mine's on all the time.
Mine actually does the same thing as yours.
Are we going extremely slow right now?
Yeah.
We're going 30 miles an hour. We should be going 50.
Yeah, come on, Fisterton, Jesus.
No, you guys were the ones.
We're doing 50 kilometers per hour now.
Yeah, we're supposed to sit behind you. You're the leader.
You guys were gapping.
Alright, around the bend, line up odds left and evens right, and Viskerton, you have the call. Prompt the grid, please, as well.
It's just 50, we'll start to.
Yes.
Easy in turn 1, guys.
Just ask, do pump drafting work in GTE cars?
No.
Okay.
Do not do it.
Alright, keep the track down, guys. Tighten it up. 1 car length.
Alright, all cars ready. Red. Green.
That's a lot of cars. Got some on my right side, I can't see them. Expected. Lock up a lot. barely spin. Well.
Just at your own personal best lap. Keep it up.
Let's wanna cross a little bit and around we go again. And yeah, it's a night race, you really can't see as much as daylight. That's your fastest lap in the race so far. See if I can take a shield here. Yeah, I have to fix now.
Sorry, static.
Good. Slice of random.
Sorry, WRX.
No problem, buddy.
Speed on the banking, just watch out. This is embarrassing. Now, where is my... Yeah, it sucks.
Mind the wheel spin and away you go.
Exiting pitch. I'm now probably 2 laps down.
I don't know how to take that corner. I always lose time.
Sheltered a bit.
It's nice to pit by myself. Makes me bits.
On your inside, 118. Oh, not quite yet, never mind. Thank you, sir.
I didn't touch you there, did I?
Yeah, I got hit.
No way. I didn't feel anything. You back on track?
I'm good.
Sorry, dude.
No worries.
It's weird. I didn't get any impression that I made contact. I just saw you sliding out in front of me. My bad, either way.
It's only practice.
You behind me right now?
Yeah.
I'll concede the position up here.
Back to Vantage.
Just go ahead down the inside.
There's a 3% fire than it was time.
Thanks, Joe.
Yep.
That was a string of good laps. We just need to pick up the pace a little bit to catch the cars in front.
Crap. Got loose on me.
Bummer.
That's your fastest second sector so far. Great job. Keep it up. That's your fastest lap so far today. Strong pace, great job. Great pass. You're 2 laps down on the leader.
What happened then, dude? Took the wrong road.
Hit the dirt to the left, spun.
There's a cone on the racing line on the beginning of the oval.
Vietnam.
Oh my gosh.
Best sector 2 time so far today, mate. Great job. That's your fastest lap so far.
Actually, bad.
Whoever's behind me, front straight, I'll let you on the inside.
We're going to meet in the infield section now.
Alright.
Thank you, Scoop.
Welcome.
I've got a stupid wheel bug.
Wow, you got a lot of damage, eh? I might take you up on that offer now, no.
Spark is now touching me. Just go through pickling and it's no damage and a new set of tire. Hopefully I can clean out.
Pace is steady, but we need a bit more now. See what you can pull out of it. That was a sweet move. Great stuff.
Down your inside, Steve.
Thank you, Mac.
Thanks, Mac.
What was that? I lost. Lost now a lot of aero damage in front. Spark into the wall, me up to the place.
Got a little wheel spin there?
I'm trying to go inside, yeah.
That was not bad.
Nice.
I could have kept going, but I was so slow with the 7% front damage that I decided to bite the bullet and pit.
Great racing, WRX. And Scott, man, Scott, that was great racing. And then you disappeared.
I think people are still racing.
I'm around.
Yep.
And I'm going to finish in 12. Ouch.
There we go.
You bastard from the last lap.
Good race, guys.
Good race, fellas.
Great racing, everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good battle in the midfield there until I fucked up.
Dude, I slowed down practically to 0. I swear I touched you going 2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And totally fucked my front wing up.
I know. That's I was like I wouldn't even make it out of. I'd have to shift down in turn 1 to the 5th gear. So I was like, I'm gonna pit and see what happens.
I was trying so hard to get to the inside, but I was just like couldn't make it.
I know. I was like, stay outside, stay outside.
That was a really fun race, though.
Yeah,
You were due for a spin.
I mean, Aston Martin is not that bad. I'm still pretty on pace.
Yeah, stock. Yeah, I pushed too hard on my tires early on, and then they were starting to fall. I was getting them too hot, and I had to cool them off, or else I was just spinning.
Yeah, I saw you getting loose here and there, and then when I saw you lost it, I was like, oh, shit. Because the three of us, you, WRX, you and me, you know, the whole race.
Yeah, there was like 20 laps of me trying to hold you back and everything.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, sorry again about that tap, Mac.
So, Fiskert and
well,
being another race, and
we
also did the Fox's last time, I think.
Who ran
It looked really weird from my perspective.
Race.
They went easily 36 laps.
Oh yeah, they would have gone further. And I ran 115s, I think, the whole race.
Oh, holy cow.
I really like the feel of the tire wear, though.
Yeah. Not so
yeah, I can see AI driving my car just
and when you
keep
lose
getting
the
to
back
the
end,
wall
you just
on the
touch those
background.
brakes and you can save it, you know?
It feels really like racing, like you're working to go fast, but at the same time you're constantly thinking about, you know, racing clean, because you start to feel it progress like mid-race.
Yeah, this game really forces you to look after the tires.
Yeah, I mean,
more.
it could be a good race for me if I didn't crash on
so temps are important.
think
just a note to
7th
everyone
or
with
8th
the
lap.
Logitech wheel.
Well,
the bug still exists.
had a
where
pretty good
if you
setup.
Don't exit Profiler
yeah, that's
after you
for
started
today,
the game,
I guess.
It messes up on you.
Profiler since I first had the issue.
I use Profiler too.
I don't use Profiler.
Oh, I've never stopped using it.
I have to have it running to start the game, or the game doesn't start. So then I have to
started
alt tab
using
out
it.
and exit it.
I quit completely in 1, but I started using it again in here, and it works fine for me now.
Because on lap 26...
as well, with the new wheel and everything, it's not a problem.
On lap 26 it did the thing where it doubles the wheel ratio. So I have to turn twice as far. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So frustrating.
Well, that is for today, and I think that my next race will be IRL's GT3 Championship at Spa next Friday night. And until then, see ya.